What's up, you guys? Alright, Happy New Year to you all. Well, it's not quite Happy New Year for me and my son Bradley yet, but it will be in about 5.5 hours. It is the 31st of December here now. We are in Highland, California. We just got through picking up an empty trailer from our drop yard here in San Bernardino. Gonna get on the 210 eastbound here and head off over to Colton to pick up a reload. Alright, okay, so we'll be taking Bradley back to Oklahoma with this load. He's got school starting back up on 4th or 3rd. You have to be back in school on the 3rd?
Yes.
Okay. And we'll have him back at his house on the evening of the 2nd. So we're getting there back to his place just in time for him to be home for school. Alright, otherwise, let's see. Yeah, we ended up, I think we, for the most part, enjoyed our time off. Didn't do anything particular special, I guess, but, just enjoyed family time, right?
Yes.
He got a chance to see his brother and step siblings, as well as the stepmom and our roommate and all that. He doesn't get to see very often. And it was great being able to have him at the house as well. Fun times with him. But alas, all good things must come to an end. So I hate to have to take him home, but responsibilities are responsibilities. Alright, anyway, yeah, we're going to be going to Colton, Walmart, DC. You guys know I'm there all the time. I was originally planning on not even vlogging this pickup. But I figured, why not? You guys, because I figured I'd at least keep you guys apprised of what's going on here. I seriously thought about taking a break. At least till after, maybe time to deliver this load. But then I was thinking, no, you know what? I think I'd rather do the pickup video for this than the delivery video. And you guys have seen me do the delivery to the customer that we're going to be taking this load to anyway, so I've elected to instead, I'll do the pickup because you never know what kind of fun times you can have there at the shipper, whereas the receiver, it's just another Walmart delivery video, big deal. I'll let you guys know later where the load is going to, but you guys know I'll be taking it through Oklahoma, so kind of have some, if you guys know JCT well, you probably have some pretty good ideas of where this load is going to then in that case. Alright, we are about 11 miles away from the DC right now, but now before we get to there, I already called the shipper up. My pickup time isn't until 2000 or 8 p.m. That's not for another hour and a half. So, but I did call them up to ask, what the status of the load is. Hey, is it going to be live loading or is it a drop and hook? If it is a drop and hook, what's the status on it? And they did confirm it's a drop and hook, and they already have a trailer in the dock door. They dispatched it into the dock door just about 2 hours ago. So there's a possibility by the time we get over there, it'll be ready to go. Before that though, I'm going to go ahead and make a stop at the truck stop there in Rialto, right around the corner from them. Gonna get tractor fuel while we're there. Probably a quick little bite to eat for us, and then get over to the shipper, get her empty dropped, and then probably hang out there at in the staging area. Bobtail, whatever, and maybe eat our food real quick before I go check in, see what the status on the load is. Hopefully by then they'll have signed bill. They'll have the bills ready for pickup. If not, no big deal. I know it's probably not going to be too far from my my regular my expected dock out time before we'll be heading out of there. So that's what's going on. All right, so we can move on to what the topic of this video is about now. As you guys know, as I mentioned last video, I often like to use social media content as a muse for what to talk about. Did that in the last video, my delivery to Ralph's in Compton. I'll do the same here, right? Well, something that came up on social media, but this is largely going to be my own experiences that I can relate. Okay, so that said, on Reddit, there was a video posted recently where a bobtail driver, now bobtail driver, if you're not very familiar, if you're not a trucker, that would be a Class 8 truck like what I'm in right now, minus the trailer. It's just the tractor only. That would be what we call a bobtail. Now, on Reddit, though, there was this video where a bobtail driver was making a right turn out of, I guess, a truck stop parking lot. I don't know where the location was that it happened at, but while this trucker was making his right turn out of the lot, a bicyclist was on the sidewalk there and kind of straddling his bike, kind of walking on the, starting to walk across the driveway that this bobtail driver was using. Then he ended up getting hit by the bobtail driver. Yeah, ended up getting knocked off the bike. Thankfully, he didn't get ran over, but he got knocked off the bike and ended up just to the left of where the bobtail ended up. Now, there are a couple of reasons why this often happens. One, very commonly is because the driver is stupidly not paying attention. They might think they're paying attention, but a lot of times in right turn situations, especially right on reds kind of situations, they get their attention fixated on where the motor vehicle traffic that could be their concern might be coming from. Better hurry up, dude. I'm not backing off for your ass. You got the gas pedal, you better find it. Alright, now I can assume that this might have been what happened there. The driver was probably had his eyes glued to the left, looking at what traffic was stopping him from making his turn onto the street. Maybe there was more there, I don't know. But something you might want to be aware of, whether or not you drive a truck, is if you're in the vicinity of a truck, you have these things called blind spots. Now, one of the blind spots we have involves the A-pillar and the mirrors on the doors. Now, I've had it happen several times already myself where I'm wanting to start moving, and even when I'm paying attention, actually trying to look through these blind spots, sometimes I can't tell that somebody on foot, maybe even on bike, usually always on foot for me, is over here in my blind spot. In fact, the most recent time I can remember that happening, I believe I was delivering to the Costco distribution center. What is this guy doing? Costco, DC in Tracy, California. You guys, I know I vlogged that one. Maybe if you guys watch that particular video, when I showed up at the guard shack, I get checked into the guard shack and I'm getting ready to pull away. I couldn't see it, but my camera could, I believe, where there was a guy walking from behind the guard shack to start walking across the lane that I was in to get to, I think, the parking lot or whatever, four-wheeler lot. Come on, people. Thank you. I can't move over because this car is passing me. Anyway, this guy was kind of giving me a little bit cross-eyed looks because I started to move, not realizing he was there. And the whole reason I was looking, but the problem is I couldn't tell that he was there because he was right there in that blind spot behind my mirror and or my A-pillar. The A-pillar, if you're not familiar with that, is this this post right here that separates the front windshield from the driver's door or the passenger door. Alright, so that would be your A pillar. Alright, so that is a big blind spot there. I've had a few other times where, you know, maybe I'm in truck stops at the fuel island or whatever. Same thing, someone's walking across. Don't, you know, good information for you guys. Don't ever walk too closely in front of a truck. Always make eye contact before be in a position where you can see in the driver's seat of the truck before you go try to commit to crossing in front of it. And now, if there's nobody in the driver's seat, all right, no problem. Go ahead and get moving. But if somebody is in the driver's seat, be extremely wary. All right, even if you're in a truck stop and they're parked, you want to be sure you know, are they getting ready to pull out of their spot? Are they getting ready to pull out of the fuel island? Or whatever else. And if they are, can they see you? If they do not make eye contact with you, assume that they do not know you're there. Even if you can make clear eye contact with them or where you can clearly see them, if they don't make eye contact with you, then it behooves you to don't cross until you make absolutely certain that they see you before you cross. I don't care who has right of way. You don't get to argue over whose fault it is when you get ran over and killed, okay? So don't be stupid about this. All right, we're getting off here at Rancho Avenue. I'm going to go ahead and get zoomed in some here on the map. Now, I got a couple other cases where, truck-specific stuff where I had personal experiences. Actually, we're going to go right past the intersection that I'm talking about here on the way to the truck stop before we go to the shipper. Back when I was with Sierra England, I had a trainee who was driving. We had just picked up from right there in Colton. And we were getting ready to make... we were going to make a right turn from Aguamanza Avenue onto Riverside Avenue to come up here to I-10. Now, it was a right on red situation. My trainee was driving. He had his eyes glued to the left. Didn't pay any attention to who really had the right-of-way. I mean, just because the traffic... just because you're looking over there and you see traffic coming through the intersection doesn't mean it's going to stay that way, guys. What happens here, he starts proceeding into the intersection without ever looking in the other direction. And there are two big problems with that. One, how do you know there aren't pedestrians or cyclists coming from the other side? Unless you're actually looking over there. You don't. He could have ran someone over if someone was actually there and he wasn't paying attention. And then the other problem was, guess who had the green light when he started proceeding in the intersection? I'll tell you what, it wasn't the side that he thought he had the green light. He thought the traffic to his left had the green, but what really happened was their light turned red, and the traffic straight in front of us had a green arrow, which they had to protect. They had the right of way. So he pulled out into the intersection right in front of them while they were about to start making their turn from there. And like, dude, what are you doing, man? You don't ever assume that the traffic coming from your left has the right of way, has the green. Better stay behind that line. All right, good. Too many four-wheelers go past that limit line when they're not supposed to. Thankfully, that guy did. Probably because he saw me coming, though. Alright, that's why that limit line's back there, by the way. So, yeah, and then actually he did the turn completely wrong and had to actually back him up. But then he started he screwed it all up because I got out of the truck and was going to start spotting him back. But then he starts backing up before I even get a chance to get in position to spot him back. So, and that was another mistake. You don't ever back up on a public roadway if you can't be absolutely certain what traffic is over there. You know, you could back up right into somebody who's behind you and you don't know it. Okay, so I had one other case. It was also when I was a trainer. Had a female trainee on the truck. I think it might have been the last load we were picking up with her on the truck too. I remember it was a 2 pickup load. I think it was like a Americold or U.S. cold storage or whatever kind of cold storage place in North Carolina, pretty close to where I-95 and I-40 meet up. And so the first pickup was supposed to be there, and the second was supposed to be at Smithfield pork plant, not too far, like about 20 miles from there. I think Smithfield, North Carolina, or something. I don't remember. I think it was north of, we'll just say north of 40 and west of 95 or something. That's what it's been too long. It's been like 7 years, guys. So, and I haven't been there ever since to that particular plant. So I don't remember the name of the plant. I want to say it's Smithfield, North Carolina. You guys who have experience with Smithfield plants in North Carolina can maybe back me up on that. I know for a fact it was not Tar Heel though. I used to do pickups at Tar Heel, North Carolina, a fair amount with them. But anyway, they ended up having it backward. We were supposed to pick up at the cold storage place first, but it turned out they had preloaded the first half of the load on the trailer at the Smithfield plant itself. So I go over there, get the load picked up, and we went out a different way than we came in. Anyway, she was supposed to make a right turn onto this 2-lane highway that I think had like about a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. The cross traffic had right of way. It was a one-way stop. Cross traffic had absolute right of way, and then on top of that there was a construction netting fence right next to the right turn pocket we were using to go from the street that Smithfield was on to that other highway to go back toward I-40. Anyway, we're going to use this middle lane here because this same intersection right here is when I was talking about that the first trainee made the mistake on. The cross traffic here had the right of way, and then the left turn traffic ahead ended up with it. Okay, anyway though, now I knew that because the way the intersection was set up, that she was going to need the, I guess I would call it the northbound highway lane. It was a 2-lane highway we were going to turn right onto, and it was a turn pocket, and I knew with the way the turn pocket was set up, she was going to have to go straight through the turn pocket in a way to, in order to get the trailer to clear the intersection, to clear the corner. She was going to need to go out into the northbound lane where we were going to turn south, and I had to stop her because she almost ran over. She was going to run over the construction fence because she forgot that she was in a truck and not a car, for one. Two, she had her eyes glued to the left again, not paying any attention at all to anything else. And I knew that she was going to need that northbound lane, so she comes, I had to stop her on that too and tell her, wait, you didn't even bother to check the northbound traffic. I know you're going to need their lane. You don't take their lane unless they give it to you first, or unless you're clear there first. So said you need their lane. You need to know what's going on with their lane before you be doing this kind of stuff. Now you're going to have an accident otherwise, and whether it's a head-on collision or you're going to run into something, and it's going to be all your fault. So guys, pay attention when you're making the right turns. Look in every direction. Don't forget, if you're in a truck, these A-pillars and mirrors are big-ass blind spots. Don't act like you can see everything over here. Trust me, you cannot. All right, we're going to get fuel here. Grab a bite to eat real quick, too, and we'll continue over to the shipper in just a few. All right, guys, we're all done here. Probably high-speed it over here. Carl's Jr. was closed, and I'm not a fan of Subway, so I'll just... He's not that hungry. I can wait too, so I'll just say screw it. We'll get rolling. Alright, looks like we're clear both directions. Alright, we'll high speed it the rest of the way to the shipper here. Yes. Once again, these guys always use the left lane. They don't realize you can use both lanes. Every time I come here, people do this.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay, what was my load number again?
Alright.
31, 39, 24, 17. Alright guys, we are checked in here. She didn't say anything about dropping my empty though, which is weird because I already called the shipper up earlier and they said that they already had a trailer assigned at 16:30, so I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't show on here that it's a drop or whatever, it just says virtual. So we'll just go ahead and check in first. And then if it does turn out that it is indeed a drop and hook like I expect that it will be, then we'll go ahead and drop her empty when it's time to pick up the other trailer. Otherwise, I don't want to disconnect on the off chance that they might want my trailer to start loading me with, because they might have dispatched for a trailer, or they might have assigned a trailer at 16:30, but it doesn't mean that they actually started loading it yet. What are these guys doing here? This guy, you just saw, he just did a U-turn and came back, which either tells me he doesn't know that you exit out the other side now, or he's going to be docking into one of these doors over here and wants to set up sight side for it because there's not enough room to get turned around so easily otherwise. Actually, it looks so far like what's really going on there. Don't box me out there, Sierra England. I know you're dropping your trailer because I just saw you checking in. I just saw you checking in at the same time, and I know that. And I know what the guard told you. All right, yeah. I'm not sure what KLM is doing. I'll go ahead and go around though. You gonna wait there, Stevens? Alright. Yeah, I know Sierra England got told to drop their empty. Same row over here on the right where we just passed where I normally drop mine. I was too busy watching other trucks to be able to get a chance to see how many JCT drop trailers were parked in these dock doors though. So be it.
Enjoy it as you know, like you said. No.
Got an employee getting ready to come in.
Well, it's just a choice, you know. It's about discipline.
Well, you're not going to yield to the employee? Okay, I think we're clear now. Doesn't look that busy here though, so should be at least promising that we might get out of here at a somewhat reasonable time.
What does that thing called?
This thing here?
Yes.
A yard mule?
Yard mule?
Yeah, it does all the, they use that to move all the trailers in between the dock doors and the drop spots.
What What if it happens? What if I see that on the road?
Alright, let's wait on Covenant to get back in. Because I'm going to have to find out where we can. There are a lot of Walmart drop trailers in these spots that we normally park in, though. Alright, apparently we got a rookie driver in this Covenant truck.
Rookie driver?
Yeah, they're new to driving.
Yes.
I can tell by their backing habits. See how they're off tracking that far from their trailer? They're overshooting. They're steering too much. You're gonna have to pull forward, I think, and yep, see? Forward and right, chase it down because this trailer is starting to point too much toward this Walmart guy.
Yeah, I don't know why that guy parked right in the thing and forward.
Oh no, he was trying to set up the back into this spot over here.
Okay. He will get better at tracking stuff.
Yeah, see, I'm getting him. See, he's doing too much steering with that he's overshooting a little bit much, I think. I think he's doing more corrections than I think he really should be doing.
You can do that more faster than him.
Yeah, well, that's all right. I mean, as long as he can get in there safely and with, in my opinion, without too many corrections. I always say if it takes you more than 5 minutes to get into a spot, you're probably doing something wrong. If you're doing that, you might want to figure out what you're doing that's causing you to take so long. Because is he done or? I think he's done. All right. How about we'll just go ahead and put it next to that drop trailer. That way, if he's not done maneuvering yet, I can. That way, if he's not done maneuvering, I can go ahead and back into a spot and not be. And he can still do whatever he needs to do. Okay, so I'm gonna sign this, get my phone number on there, and we'll go ahead and get it checked in.
Fine.
All right, guys. This guy's go for it. All right, so I did confirm that it is on another trailer. They're not done loading it yet, though. It is supposedly still in a dock door right now, so we're gonna go ahead and drop our empty. Not sure why the guard didn't tell me to drop my trailer first. The girl in here, I think she's new. I don't recognize her. And she said, when I first checked in, she said, "Okay, we'll give you a call." I'm like, "Okay, is this a live load or is it a drop-in hook? Are you guys preloading another trailer with it?" And she goes, "Oh, it's on another trailer already, but they're not done yet." So I'm like, "Okay, so what trailer is it so I can park in front of it?" And it's like, so she said 6619. She should be in door 168, which is 2 spots over from this guy right here. I don't see any, yeah, I do see a trailer there. Yeah, that looks like it. That is indeed it. So, I'm going to turn my headlights off so I don't be a problem for Stevens. Alright, they are loading it right now. I see the red light is on and they got the flag on the glad end. See right over here? Okay, so that's. Oh, go ahead. Good. Want to make sure that the yard jockeys have right of way.
Okay.
They get priority, so I wanted to make sure he knew that I was aware of him being there and was going to yield to him.
Okay.
Now we're going to have to figure out what Kennesaw is going to do. He's ready to make the left into the same lane that Kennesaw's coming out of. But we got to wait on Stevens to... So Stevens is another puppy mill company. They have a large amount of their fleet is...
Love brandy.
Hey, Kennesaw, I got ready one?
No, I'm just out here, talking into this microphone for nothing.
Are you a Kennesaw driver?
Not a driver, I'm a radio operator, and waiting driver.
Okay, well, I was trying to get a hold of the Kennesaw driver in front of me, and you're not a female, so I know it wasn't you. I said Kennesaw for a reason. I'm trying to get a hold of the Kennesaw driver that was in front of me. This guy's a dude. How about if you don't drive for Kennesaw and I'm addressing Kennesaw, don't answer. Fucking idiot. Okay. Now, Covenant, he's in there pretty deep. He looks like he's in a pretty good position to have an accident. He's gonna need to put. Yeah, see, I can see the trainer telling him to pull forward. I can tell by the angle that Covenant's going into there and how deep they already are into there. That's high risk of an accident right there. Oh, you know what? There's a spot right there. Let me see if I can get turned around. I think, I don't know if I can get, nah. Alright, so I'm going to show you a little trick here. I'm going to have to reset. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I don't want to confuse them, but okay, I need my tandems further over that way. I'm going to do a U-turn setup, but I want to be, I want my tandems much further over this way. Alright, now watch this. I'm going to do a U-turn setup now. We're set up a lot better here. So, I bet you I'll get into this spot before Covenant does.
That's how I tried to do a U-turn.
Right there. A little heavy on this. Yeah, need a little bit more than that. Okay, we're good. Good.
You're fast.
Andy really was a cool motherfucker. He knows how about that. What do you think?
Alright, we're disconnected. Let's go ahead and pull away. Yeah, we got good zero pressure. Let's figure out what Stevens is doing now. And then we'll get parked in front of our trailer, which is right over here still. Oops. I forgot to go into yard move status, so I'm not burning up my drive clock. Swing wide so I can make my turn too. If he'd swung a lot, if he'd stayed a lot further right, I could have made my correction, and we could have both done what we wanted to do. Okay, where'd that guy go? Look out the window. Is that guy over there? Bradley, the guy who was walking, do you see him? Lean forward, look out. Good?
No, I don't see him.
Alright. I don't see him over here either, so I think he was walking past back to get back over to the warehouse. Alright guys, so we'll hang out here, and whenever load's ready, we'll go ahead and dock it out and scale it out and wait for our bills. Oh, the light just turned green.
It turned green after you turned the truck off?
Yeah, the door light just turned green.
Door light?
Yeah, so they're gonna come out and unlock the thing right now in just a minute.
Okay.
Alright guys, I'm gonna do a little show and tell. Got some goofiness on the part of the yard jockeys here. Alright, so my door light turned green right after we parked in front of it. That's been like that the entire time. I'm pretty sure wheel chocks don't work so well when they're like that. So whoever dropped this trailer in this door is the one screwing that up. Alright, this guy here had a high hook incident. Thankfully he didn't do any damage, but I was just telling Bradley about high hooks. I get nervous about getting too close to the trailer if I'm not feeling it, if I'm not feeling any pressure yet, which I wasn't, and if I start getting too close to the trailer, I know, hey, stop, get out and take a look at what's going on there, or raise my bags up, make sure I get pressure. Alright. There's another one that's goofiness with these yard jocks. This one's getting loaded right now. That tire's right on top of that wheel chock. What good is that thing? They're supposed to have that thing chocked and it's not. So whoever the yard jockey is doing these trailers is not doing their job properly. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go scale this load here, and then we'll go wait for our bills. Probably don't have a very heavy load. We'll find out in a bit here though.
It's almost above of 21. Oh.
It's 27,000.
27,000?
Yeah. Alright. This guy's getting ready to pull away. Gotta find out where, if he's just pulling forward enough to go close his doors, or alright guys, we are ready to pull away now and check our skiller load. Okay, so this guy here, he came over to ask me for help because he high hooked it. Don't think he did any damage, but he was actually starting to hit his cab, the rubber part of his cab extenders with the trailer. So it could have been bad. But I think I might have saved it from any real damage. Now, he had deflatable airbags, and his airbags were also the really tall airbags, so I was kind of hoping it would drop far enough. And initially, because he didn't even know what switch to hit to drop his airbags, he was hitting all kinds of switches, and I'm like, and I don't drive Volvos, so I'm not familiar with Volvos, but I took a look and I found the switch that I was pretty sure was it, but he was still having tendencies to hit the wrong switches and stuff. I already turned off his truck. I'm like, dude, don't turn your truck off. Leave it running. Because then the airbags deflated some, but they dropped even more once he actually went to pull forward. When I was telling him he was kind of hitting his cab extenders, and I was concerned about it. What are we doing, England? Great. Now I gotta play guessing games what England's doing. Anyway, yeah, I had him drop his airbags. I had to teach him how to do it first, and then I showed him. I used my my tire thumper and pushed up on the back of his fifth wheel to make it tilt the other way, tilt down, front facing down instead of front facing up. And it, when he started to pull forward, it dropped it low enough where I was able to get the. Let's see. What's that say? 11,380 or 580? What does it say? 580? I can't tell what it says, but these numbers are doing some weird stuff, so how about that? Okay, 39,480. Yeah, so we're right around 27,000 or 28,000, which is same neighborhood as what my gauge is saying. $68,720. Yeah, less than 30,000 on that too. So yeah, our weights are all good. We'll go ahead and go back around to the other side, get parked again, and we'll wait for the shipping office to call and say my bills are ready. Alright, it's unfortunate too, because everybody, it doesn't matter if you're coming from a mega carrier or a small one. Training is, in general, piss poor. People don't get trained properly on half of anything. I've had a number of times where small company guys who are brand new are have asked me for help on something like sliding tandems or whatever it is, because they were never trained properly. Okay, Covenant, or the guy with the SRT trailer. That's not a Covenant tractor. Actually, no, I can park right here next to this guy in the blue one. go ahead and shit. Now, right now, Sierra England's gonna screw up my whole plan here. You're not? Come on, England. You don't drive behind a truck that is getting ready to back up. There. Alright, we're good. Alright guys, we are ready to get out of here. We got signed bills now. Let's see. This guy, hopefully he's not going to pull forward. He looks like he should be fine, but you never know. Alright, so we'll get checked out over here and we'll be on our way. Okay, there's a mirror right in front of us we can use to verify it's clear. Make a nice button hook turn. I did see that guy sitting over there too. I don't know if you saw him standing over there by the door.
I already saw him.
Alright, once again, these guys don't know that you can use both sides of this. Covenant is a newcomer to here apparently, so he doesn't know that both sides of this guard shack are exit only. We come out this way. I'll have to get all the way up to where my doors are right by the guard shack. Alright, get those bills from you. Alright guys, we're ready to get out of here. Oop, there's a car coming here now. Okay, so we'll finish this up by letting you know where we're going. This load is going to the Walmart DC in Pauls Valley, Oklahoma. If you guys have seen me, you gotta go there. What the hell? Who's this JCT driver parked like shit? They're not even close to the curb. It's illegal to be parked here anyway, and then 4402 Charlie. And then to make it worse, he's parked a mile away from the curb too. He's gonna get a parking ticket eventually. I bet they have. City of Colton has meter maids who come over here now, and like just like you're watching on movies, where meter maids, like say in New York City movie scenes, they'll come up and then just try to sneak in a ticket as quickly as they can before a person can realize they're even there doing it. I don't want to get caught doing that. It's a $200 ticket, and you will be the one paying it. Alright, anyway, go to Pauls Valley. If you're not familiar with Pauls Valley, it's about halfway between Oklahoma City and the Texas line on I-35. I've been there numerous times, and I'll be able to drop him off on the way over there. So it turned out there was another JCT driver over there signing for his bills at the same time as me. His load is also going to Pauls Valley. So I'm gonna make a bet that I'll probably see him over there in Pauls Valley when it's time to deliver. That load delivers on the 3rd, should be sometime in the early morning hours. I don't plan to vlog that one. Like I said, it's a Walmart delivery, and it kind of helps give me a chance to working on my Clips channel content as well. So you guys have already seen plenty of that stuff, those Pauls Valley deliveries anyway. No sense in doubling up on that again, especially when I'm there. It's not not rare at all, I would say. So we'll just plan on next time we see, we'll post here on this channel will be the, probably when I'm picking up whatever reload I'm doing afterward, okay? Now, but a little caveat to that though, if I do end up picking up reload at Tyson Foods plant in Waldron, Arkansas, will not be able to vlog that one per se. Well, I can vlog on the way to there, but someone there at that facility doesn't like, even if it's good vlog content. Not saying anything bad about them at all, but for some reason they don't want any of their content, their property showing up on YouTube vlogs. So I will not vlog that one. If it does turn out to be, that's where I'm going after I deliver this one, okay? Otherwise, y'all have a great night. Happy New Year and all that kind of good stuff. Alright, we'll see you guys whenever, probably we're picking up the next load, alright? You have a good one. We'll see you then.